Welcome to the Effects Loop. I'm Diaz,
I'm Scott.
and we're keeping you in the loop of the guitar community. This episode is brought to you by listeners like you, our patrons. Go to patreon.com/theeffectsloop, and you can join in the group of the multitudes. What's the minimum for multitudes?
I don't know.
This is the part of the episode where Diaz is going to have to look this up.
It just says a large gathering of people. I don't know what the minimum is.
I mean, large. I've spent my whole life explaining to people that large means different things to different people.
I don't want a large farva.
I don't want a liter of cola. I want a large. I don't want a. Yeah, well, I don't want a large farm. I want a liter of cola. Oh, that movie's still one of my favorites. At the end with the duck, whenever they're throwing the beer and the fire extinguisher, farva. Phenomenal. Anywho, that was memory lane. Let's stop worrying about the past and worry about what's going on now. And what's new with you, Scott? If you say nothing, I'm gonna be like shocked. This has got to be one of the first episodes they said nothing.
Nothing.
Holy shnikes! Absolutely nothing.
Say it again. No, yeah, I didn't buy anything this week.
Very interesting.
I mean, it's not like I didn't buy anything, but like I didn't buy anything guitar related.
Yeah, I got a table.
Yeah, you were talking about that last week, saying you were going to do it.
Yeah, we actually did it.
That was Patreon content.
Yeah, no. We ended up getting that table because I don't have any chairs for the table that I originally had because I'm a guy, and I was like, "Oh, that's a cool table. I'll buy chairs for it later." And later never came, but a female did. And she said,
"What did you do with the old table?"
I've got it on Marketplace. I took the legs off and it's set up against the wall.
Solid.
So, I mean, if no one wants to buy it by next week, I'm just gonna give it away. I don't care. So, I just want it gone out of my life. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's all that I did this week.
I need to get around to listing a few of the pedals that are sitting on my credenza, waiting for me to send it.
The credenza?
I think it's a credenza. Maybe it's the Schiffer Robe.
Sure.
You ever see that Family Guy where Brian is dating an older woman? She's like, "Leave your keys on the Schiffer Robe," and he's like, they're like breaking up, and he's like, "Here? No, not that. That's the Waldorf, not the Schiffer Robe."
My gosh.
You mean this? No, that's the blah blah blah. No, the Schiffer Robe. It's like, and like it goes like 8 times. And he's like, "You know what? Just take your damn keys." He throws them at her and leaves.
Yeah, I don't know what anything's called.
Oh, you know what I did? I got a new metal zone in my arm. Yeah, I got my 4th metal zone this weekend.
Really?
So I guess that's new. Yeah, my phone's still not running any faster. I don't know what the heck's going on. That was a 5G joke about COVID boosters.
Oh, okay.
I did not get sick this time. That was actually really nice.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I need to get a booster now that like my life has been settled. I've been nervous about getting the booster because I just got over.
How long has it been?
Oh, since I've gotten my last shot?
Since you have had COVID.
Oh, I don't know. A month or 2?
Yeah, you're supposed to wait like a while.
Oh, okay. Well, then I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm still doing my part by not getting it now.
Well, like I said, I was quite happy not to get sick from that shot. I don't know if having had COVID helped or whatnot. This is not a place for medical information.
Oh, yeah. We are not even close to medical. We're not even amateur medical people. What's lower than amateur? Irresponsible.
I did my research today, which just means I have a healthy bowel system. Did you do your research today, Diaz?
A few times. I got IBS, dude. It's bad.
Okay.
I don't have the one that's like the fun one where you're like, I haven't gone to the bathroom in like 7 days. I'm almost jaundiced. I got the other one. Where I'm crying at 3 a.m. praying for the Lord to take me.
Both those things sound terrible, but
we're both not great.
Anyway, anything new with you? Table wise, beyond that?
I got a table. That's about it.
All right.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it.
Oh. Well, then let's dive into some hot, steaming new gear news.
Are we talking about the horse meat again? You just said hot and steaming. The horse meat sounds like a weird sandwich, actually. Like a Reuben?
You still haven't watched Dahmer, have you?
No. I've been trying to get the girlfriend to watch Dahmer, and we keep watching other stuff.
Dude, it's a rough watch.
That's been the turnoff.
It's a rough watch, but you're fascinated the entire time. It's a real rough watch.
It's like seeing a really bad accident. And you're just like, my god,
because he's just horrible. The guy's so awkward and just a rough hang. And you're just like,
is it one of those where you feel awkward for those people, even though they're actors? Like, it's so awkward that you feel awkward.
Yeah, it's like every time we record this podcast.
Oh yeah, thanks.
Gotcha. So
bazinga.
So you're gonna talk about this thing or no?
Yeah. So did we talk about this on the podcast last week or just in the group?
In our group chat? Came out early.
All right. So Catalan Bread unveils the Elements series. Simple stomp boxes for fuzz, distortion, and overdrive. So they're one knob, one switch. But the switch is black. That's cool. You don't see a lot of black switches.
This is the only pedal I can think of that has a black switch.
Yeah, I wonder if after a while if the paint comes off.
That's a good question.
Or if it's painted black, or if the metal was like.
So we've got a fuzz, distortion, overdrive. Quite possibly my favorite knob on a pedal ever.
Yeah.
I'm kind of in love with this knob. And they all look like Paramore's Riot.
Yeah.
And so it's like one of those moments where I'm like, it's kind of disappointing that Sewer already owns the rights, or Sir, or however you pronounce that name of the company. The Sir Riot is already taken, but
yeah.
Everyone's talking about the aesthetic. I think it works.
In a negative light?
I think it works. I mean, 90s retro is so in right now.
Yeah, I was about to say, this makes me want to get a fucking Trapper Keeper.
Yeah.
And play Tony Hawk.
More so than
listen to Ridge Against the Mechanism.
Was that a Patreon? That's a Patreon.
That was a Patreon callback.
Yeah.
If you want to know what the fuck I'm talking about, go to patreon.com/theeffectsloop and give us money. And
any level.
You can find out.
Any
level, and you can find out what it is. You'll get the stream for the Patreon episodes.
Yeah, we've been doing that for a little while now.
Yeah, we've been doing pretty consistent on it. Honestly,
there's a good back catalog of Patreon episodes now.
Now that we've just decided to actually hit record early on.
That's all I do. That's all we're doing differently. Usually it is like a half an hour of us talking already. That's where we can actually talk about stuff. Even though we talk about stuff we're going to talk about in the episode, and then we're and the best part is whenever you hear us say something in the episode, and it's something that's quasi rehearsed or has already been said in the pre-ep. Oh yeah,
we're just like, oh yeah, that sounded good. I'm gonna use that.
Yeah, when we're workshopping jokes on each other, that's guys. If you want to hear a joke when we explain it to each other, refine it, and then deliver it, patreon.com/theeffects.
Yeah, if you want to see us beat a dead horse, is pretty much it. The video's up. That's on the dark web version.
So,
right. How much are these?
That's what I was trying to figure out.
150, 180?
150 on the dot.
150 on that. Phenomenal.
So someone was angry about how expensive they were.
Well, someone can go fuck themselves. Sorry, it is late for me.
It is,
and I don't care right now.
I haven't had dinner, so I'm good. I'm about to get angry about something. It's gonna be great.
I'm so exhausted. I've been fighting a 2-year-old all day.
having an argument war. And you know what? I don't care.
It's weird.
How-
You're by yourself.
Yeah. No. It didn't have the babysitter today, so I was on 2-year-old patrol.
I'm in love with this knob.
So I'm trying to think of what it reminds me of.
I want this knob as knobs on my guitar.
Imagine if that knob could go on EHX pedals. Oh, yeah, I know. It's starting to just cool down a little bit.
I think it's a little too big to go on EHX pedals, but I love it.
I'm trying to think what knob it reminds me of though. Is it the ones on the Benson?
Nope.
No. That blue one?
Nope. Oh, actually, yeah, it's not far off.
I think it's close. This one's bigger.
Yeah, it's a little bigger, but it's got that knurling on the end. Now that we learned what that term was.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Emily got to demo one of these. Go, Emily.
Yeah, that's the pedal I was thinking of, was the Benson.
Yeah, there you go. Moving on. Boss has announced the DS1 Wazacraft.
I'm actually somewhat excited about this. So DS1 was a very early on pedal for me. This was my first stomp box. My first pedal was actually the Digitech RP50, which granted that might be a start. That's more of a multi effects than an actual single pedal stomp box. I used to run that in one of the a giant PV bass amp.
So it adds a custom mode that provides a thick mid-focus tone with the tone control now tuned to enhance richness and presence, and increases available level by 6 dB. So is that a tube screamer?
No, it's just like the modded DS1s. I'm pretty sure it's pretty much like the Keeley mod.
Okay. At $150.
$150. That's been the number right now.
Honestly, $150. I'm not as
You think that's too much?
No, I'm not as skeptical of it. So when this first came out, I was kind of like, what the heck?
Yeah.
Because one of the things I said was, and I still stand by this, was one of the brilliant things Boss did when they release some of the Waza versions is they get YouTubers to start talking about the classics again. And they did that with the Metal Zone. I don't know if that was natural. I can't believe that wasn't a coordinated thing, but they just didn't say it was a coordinated thing. Or a bunch of YouTubers were like, oh yeah, I've had a Metal Zone for ages. Here's how to make it sound good.
You know what Boss should have done as a viral thing? Boss should have just sent unmarked boxes or no return address and just sent Metal Zones to all the YouTubers.
Well, they already had one.
I know, but then all the YouTubers would be like, we randomly got these Metal Zones. What's going on?
Well, and two things happened. One, Metal Zone used prices went up for a hot second when they did that.
Up to what? Because
$20.
Honestly,
they went from $40 to $60.
I would say 60 to 70. It sounds
but all the ones that were under 60 immediately sold out. Just boom.
Yeah.
And so suddenly people were like, oh, I can list mine for higher. I don't know if the market settled back down or what. I haven't
the Metal
much
Zone's
attention.
a great just clean boost. That's what I use it for.
Sure.
Sorry. That's there's some of the worship guitarists did that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but 150, great price.
Yeah.
The SD1 was 150 as well.
Nice.
I mean, the thing is everyone when they for some reason the DS1 argument goes straight to Vi and Satriani. Because they're kind of two big guitar names that use these specifically. But I mean, the DS1's just a classic. It's everyone's had one. It feels or not everyone. But
Everyone's played one at least.
Yeah, I mean, and it doesn't sound horrible. The original DS1 does not sound horrible. It doesn't sound phenomenal, but it has its sound. You know what I mean? Kind of like a Rat. When you hear it, you're just yeah.
You know what's funny is I still associate one with Nirvana, even though it's the turbo distortion. I know it's the wrong pedal, but it's still orange, so therefore I think it's what it is.
Yeah. Anywho, let's keep on strolling.
Keeping things we associate with people.
Yeah. Gretsch launches a limited edition The B Signature Jet in honor of AC/DC's Malcolm Young.
So they've had a signature Malcolm Young for ages.
But the signature one is a different one of his guitars, though.
Okay. I thought they made one of these a while ago.
They probably did, but this seems to be an actual, like, it's a limited edition run. But yeah, the one that they really did and pushed a few years back right after he passed away was his other signature Gretsch that had one pickup. This one has 3. And the other Gretsch, I don't think was a jet.
That middle pickup really disappears.
It does. It might be a jet. I'm probably wrong about that, and someone's going to correct me, so I'm going to take it back really quick. I don't know what it was. So
coming in at $3,400. Is this?
It's a collector's thing. I mean, it's probably going to be a great playable guitar. $3,400 isn't unreasonable.
You think they'll only do it like this year, and then like 5 years later from now, people will be like, "Well, I should have got one."
Yeah, possibly. The biggest thing is Malcolm Young is probably one of the most famous rhythm guitar players ever. I mean, he has his own little following of people who love AC/DC, and like that was a big thing. AC/DC wasn't just Angus Young; it was Malcolm too, doing great rhythm. So I don't know. I feel like rhythm guitar players, like a popular rhythm guitar players, not a tough thing to find, but just not common.
I mean, yeah. Honestly, I've been kind of itching just to play rhythm again. Yeah, I have a lot of fun playing rhythm. Like if I'm playing with a good drummer, I have a great time playing rhythm. When I play lead, I'm kind of like I get more anxious and I'm trying to focus too hard. Whereas like I just want to have some fun sometimes, and that's rhythm for me.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot of fun. I don't know. There's that part of me like that when I play, like I get competitive if there's another guitar player, and but yeah, like I enjoy being able to. I guess it's more depends on what the relationship I have with the other guitar player, like how I groove with them, and as long as like I can enjoy myself, I like playing rhythm.
You know, it'd be great for playing rhythm. Some of these Gibson Faded series that are returning on 6 new acoustic and electric models.
Honestly, these guitars just look like the printer's running out of toner. Like, I really like. I wish that they would just be like, "This is the end of the bottle series." It was the end of the rattle can bottle. Like, that's the thing. Like, when I saw these, I was and they put the vibrola.
I'll put it this way. So Gibson Faded. I still have in my head the Gibson Faded from when I was in high school.
Like the satin ones?
The satin faded ones, which were cheap pickups, but they were like $600, $700.
They were, new, and they were shit. The only ones
there's some popular ones. Isn't the Beato based on one of those?
I don't know. All I'll say is like the biggest one was like the any of them that had an actual like just a dark, like almost like a walnut color, like a wood stain, were the only ones that looked decent, because the thing with the faded is the paint. Like I don't know. The paint just doesn't look good to me. And put some damn pickup covers on these guitars.
So these all come in. These are all a more affordable model, obviously, because they're the standard. Well, one, a gloss lacquer just takes more work than satin lacquer. It just does. But these faded ones, they also have uncovered pickups instead of the traditional covered. Are they actually a different model?
They're not the cheap ones. These are $2,500 and $2,200 guitars.
Yeah, so they're cheaper than a standard, but they're still calling them a Les Paul standard.
Yeah, they're just satin finish.
They're satin finish standards, which honestly, I prefer satin finish.
I think that's one of those weird things where like it's word association. Like you said, we associate it with the very cheap $600, $700 ones. And it's like
if they would so how would you have named it? Instead of calling it the faded, would you have called it the satin? Would you have called it what?
let's see, Gibson Les Paul. Yeah, satin.
Because the J45 faded looks fantastic.
I mean, the Maestro Vibrola SG, just put some pickup covers on it.
They have a Hummingbird faded too.
Sorry, I did that for you. 3,500.
Yeah, so that's like what, $500 cheaper than a normal one?
I don't know.
I want the I'd want a burst in faded though. Like that J45. Oof.
Oof, you say?
I like.
Oh, daddy like.
All right. Also, it's only $2,500
for which one? The 50s faded?
The J45 50s faded. Yeah.
Yeah.
I might have to go try one of those. I have a buddy who's thinking about buying a J45, so like I'm like.
I mean, I like it. If they put pickup covers on it, it would look phenomenal.
On the J45?
Yeah, pickup covers on the J45, please. Just anywhere, wherever your heart desires.
I'm actually like screenshotting this and sending it to my friend right now.
All right. So the next thing on the list, Zach shred away with the new Zach Wild Berserker Guitar Camp instructional course. Listen, Zach Wild is the fucking camp counselor that's sneaking you beers, like 100%. Like, what is going on here? It's not even summertime. Like, at least do it in summertime. So it's like summer camp.
Wait, but it's not even a camp. It's an online lessons thing.
Lesson 1: pinch harmonics.
So at $79 until the 14th of October. So you all have a day from when this airs to go get them. Then it will move to $100. 14 lessons, and they'll be available to stream forever. No, they won't. They'll be taken down at some point.
Yeah.
Lifetime warranty.
Yeah. That was also oof. Oh, let's keep moving forward. That was a Patreon thing as well, pre-ep. So anywho, I just thought that was like very interesting. This next thing was very interesting as well. I thought you'd probably find this pretty cool. So 1010 Music, let's see. No, wait, that's not what I meant. So there's the Razzmatazz. It's the world's juiciest groove box. It's a mini FM percussion synth.
Okay.
This is like, it's so tiny. That's it. I just thought it was tiny and cute.
This seems like something Will Hugh would buy.
Yeah, 100%. When you get Will Hugh on here, just to talk about synth stuff.
$400.
Oh, but there's only 2 knobs and 4 buttons.
4 buttons. Is that a touch screen or no?
I mean, I'm sure you can touch the screen.
USB-C.
120 preset kits and sequences. You can bring in your own WAV files. $400, yeah. Oh.
I mean,
oh no, I just thought it was cool. It's cute.
Yeah,
I like cute things.
I like the color.
Yeah, it's like
it's
very nice pink,
berry purple pink thing.
I would say that's definitely pink.
Well, if you scroll down, it gets purple.
As you look at it more, it becomes more purplish.
Well, like the video thing is very pink, and then you get to the picture, and it's like purple.
Yeah. Well, you want some free stuff?
Yeah, I do.
Well, this is kind of free. I don't know how free it is. It's Freedom ain't free. Amplitude users, you can get IK's Filthy Overscream for free. So it's their 808 TS. If you have the free Amplitude, do you get this for free as well? Yes.
You have to sign up for their newsletter. That's the rub.
That's it. Send it to spam, bitches. Get you a free pedal.
I mean, it's a plugin that only runs in Amplitude, but yeah.
Yeah, so you're paying the exact right price. Free 99. I don't know when it says it's going to end. Probably soon. Maybe never. I don't know. But apparently this pedal first brought to prominence by Stevie Ray Vaughan and subsequently deployed to good effect by top players like Bonamassa, John Mayer, and The Edge. I feel like they're just using buzzwords now.
I feel like that's like association that you don't have to pay for, so therefore we can do it.
Yeah, there's a really cool video right now of the history of John Mayer's guitars, a short history.
5-Out World, yeah.
Yeah, that was cool as crap.
It really is interesting that basically he just plays John Cruz custom builds.
Yeah,
or did.
Oh,
What a flex!
What was the timeline of John Cruz leaving and John Mayer going to Paul Reed Smith?
John Cruz left in 2020.
Oh, and the PRS stuff's been around for like 5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, never mind. Maybe that was the beginning of the end.
And you haven't seen John pick up a John Cruz now that John Cruz has his own brand.
Yeah.
I'm sure the minute he played one of those that would just launch, but yeah.
Yeah. But, John Mayer has horse meat, so.
Dude, oh God, I've told a few people, I'm like, the minute as a publicity stunt, John plays one of those.
Oh yeah, they're gonna blow up.
Gear Talk Praise and Worship sells them out. Just
yeah.
That's the sad part.
People are using tape to cover up the word horse.
Like if they turned around and said this was the Klon that John wanted.
Yeah.
Done.
This is the Klon that John always wanted Bill Finnegan.
Or this is the Tube Screamer that John always wanted. Either of those, done. Like just sold out for the next 3 years.
It's like running a Tube Screamer into a Dumble into a 2-Rock. I'll take 7 of them. I want to sound like John.
This will make the 6 chords I know how to play sound amazing. Sorry, too real?
Fourth position.
Guys, I can almost play Vultures now. Check this out.
Listen, here's the best part of all this. I'm talking about myself, like 100%. Like literally, I got the stop, and the first thing I downloaded was like fucking Mayer presets. I've got Gravity, Slow Dancing. I've got Where the Light Is, just like everything, like 7 John Mayer presets. So I'm guilty as charged, but I want that horse meat.
All right. Actually, speaking of things that we want, that leads us to our topic this week, which is provided by our Patreons. If we haven't plugged our Patreon yet, this is the plug for Patreon. You get to give us topic ideas once in a while.
Yeah, it helps us out because then we don't have to work as hard. that's not no cap. That's some real shit. Anywho, so Will, who we spoke of previously in this episode, that was how I made the episode longer. Will came up with the question of what now defunct brand would you like to see make a comeback? And we were talking in the pre-app, and I feel like I have a good one, but I feel like there's some honorable mentions. What were some of the ones we said?
So I think the really obvious one that happened in the group is we'd love to see PV come back to its former glory.
Yeah, I want an American made. But like
affordable American made, just sort of this champion brand that people love. And
you know what? I'm not saying what we said in the pre-app. Become a patron supporter and you'll find out. Sorry.
All right.
I was just getting a little saucy with it.
Getting saucy.
Yeah. All right. So now the funk brand. Who do you pick?
Harmony. And I've said this a few times before.
Okay.
Not in people go, but Harmony already is a brand that's still going. It's not Harmony. It's Harmony in name only. They're not doing the old Harmony models.
Mm-hmm.
And I really want to see BandLab bring back things like the Harmony Rocket, and a few of their old models are like their acoustics that everyone fell in love with. They have a prime opportunity to make a good version of Harmony designs from the Sears catalog days.
Yeah.
Under the BandLab name or manufacturing strategy. And I think there's enough vintage love that those could really be something.
What if they had Jack White signature Harmony?
Sure.
Because isn't that the one that his
he played a K.
I was at his green one.
Oh, he's played a Harmony before, I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure he played a Harmony.
Well, I mean, in the same vein, I mean, we could throw a few of those. All those Sears catalogs, guys. Silvertone, actual, like, real Silvertone stuff, like a real Twin 12. Like, you just saw Jackson Audio do that in collaboration, which I wouldn't be surprised you see Jackson Amps try to do a Twin 12 recreation if they could keep that under their brand. Because then a boutique builder, they don't have to build the volume, yada, yada, yada. It'll be super expensive, but whatever. And they'll break, just like all Jacksons do.
Wow.
Yeah. But like that Teisco under Band Lab, bringing back the Teisco like Del Rey, but like a playable guitar that's in good shape, but under that design would be cool.
I feel like, I don't know. I just feel like what is it? Is it Eastwood?
Yeah, Eastwood tried to recreate a few of them. Yeah.
I feel like Eastwood kind of has been the test market on that, and while it is kind of a like,
they're selling,
yeah, but they're also doing it where like so many people have to order it before they start making it.
Yeah, and the other thing, I mean, with Eastwoods is it's still they're Chinese made, right? So it's going to be that super polyurethane gloss and some of those kind of things. So,
well, the problem, I don't know, the issue I'd say is if you want a better quality Harmony and stuff like that, they're going to have to charge more, and people are not going to want to pay that much for a Harmony.
So I don't think, I think there actually is a place. This is that thing, like, you know, they didn't charge enough. So if like they come out and they start charging you for $3,000 for a Harmony Rocket, or maybe $4,000, like they come out with that version, I bet you they'd sell.
Really?
Yeah, it's that silly thing. Like, remember, like the Cower, the Titans stopped selling, and then he comes out with one that costs twice as much, and now they're flying off the shelves.
Yeah.
Sometimes, you know, going more premium works.
Well, I guess that's kind of like that Gary V thing where it's like, don't be afraid to charge more.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I don't know. What do you want to see?
Classic audio.
Oh, classic audio effects, like the roller effect things?
The roller effects.
Kurt Middleton's brand?
Yeah, that was a brand that I felt like they had a great look. They had a great premise. They had great sounds. I just feel like they would have done a lot better just at a different time.
Well, and then Chase Bliss did the run of the Expression pedal,
and it did pretty well.
Did great.
Like I think that when they came out, it was at such a surge of new products. It was hard they stood out, but it was hard for them to thrive. And I feel like we're at kind of a downslope of the explosion of brands. And I feel like they could do better in the near future. And it's a brand that I would like to see come back because it was a phenomenal product. I had the overdrive, I had the volume, like I had a few of them.
The delay was really cool because you could do the, you know, spaceship noise things with them.
And they were quality build. Those pedals felt sturdy, and they were just. It was a great quality product. Like I'm gonna start. I don't know. I might start looking at Reverb to start getting some of those again. But yeah, I don't know. I felt like like out of defunct brands. I mean, because when I was thinking defunct, it's hard to think of some of the big brands that I would want to see come back, but I could think of a few of the smaller brands. And then in the pre-op, we talked about brands that, you know, if they had different leadership possibly, or like if, you know, it was just one of those things.
I mean, I bet you in 5 years, this answer would be Digitech, right?
That was one of the things I was going to say is Digitech one of them because they're in that weird thing right now.
Well, yeah, someone owns the rights to the name or whatever, but effectively the company shut down.
Yeah. But they have so much backstock of product, everything you can find almost brand new still.
I thought they sold through all that at this point, but
did they?
I could be wrong.
So, because I still need to pick up a Ricochet.
Yeah, I might not have that option soon.
Yeah. So, anyhow,
I mean, we had our snarky comments that we'll leave to the Patreon.
Yep. You want to hear the snark? Gotta pay the mark.
I laughed harder than I should have at that.
Yeah, you really
did.
that was.
Yep. I was really impressed for a minute, and I was like, wait, that's not that funny.
I mean,
I'm hungry. I'm really hungry. It's 9:00. I haven't had dinner yet.
Oh, yeah. I need to go to bed soon.
Yeah, and I don't want to really eat much now. So now I'm in that dangerous spot where I'm really hungry.
Oh, yeah.
And like I'm going to overeat and then sleep like crap, or I should really just have a snack at this point.
The worst is when you're really hungry and you start feeling almost sick, and like you need to eat, but then you can't think of anything that sounds really good.
Yep.
Because you waited too long.
Oh, that's me like every night for dinner if I don't pick up something on the way home from work. Like if I get home and think about it, or even the worst is like I do a workout or something and then that,
yeah. And then you're just yelling at yourself in the mirror until 2 a.m.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, I don't quite reach there.
Oh, okay.
You find yourself, you're fully clothed, but the shower's running. And...
It's like you're biting on the towel in the shower, like the total like breakdown in a movie. Yeah. I got one of those scheduled in a few hours. I'm all about time management, so I schedule my breakdowns. So it's like, that good Tuesday 2 a.m.
Yeah, it's
mental breakdown.
It's Wednesday, so Diaz is probably just walking fully clothed into the ocean right now.
He lives in Tennessee. It's a landlocked state.
Oh,
it's a long walk. He left on Sunday.
Oh man,
he thinks he's at the ocean. It's just the river. He made it a mile. Sorry. Okay. Let's end this.
Please.
Well, anywho, thanks for listening. It's been fun. Invite your friends next time.
Someone please
have a
call
listening party.
Someone please call Diaz and offer emotional support on Tuesdays.
Yeah, about 2 a.m. Eastern time.
We've been friends too long. We need to clarify what time zone we're talking about.
Time zones are tricky. Anywho, yes. All right. So patreon.com/GFXloop. You can go listen to the nonsense beforehand that we keep talking about.
We're slightly more coherent in pre-app, which is weird. Just weird.
Yeah. There's more bubbly stuff in the pre-app. Anywho. But yeah, and then go to theeffectsloop.com. It's got links to our Facebook group, our Instagram, merchandise, YouTube, our email, and also once again the Patreon. Add music here, Scott. He's not going to do that. All right, guys. I'll see you next week.
God, why do we do this?
I don't know. Habit? Because we've been doing it every week for years now. It's the only thing consistent in my life.
Oh, God.
Besides Tuesday at 2 a.m.
Yeah, we're both on like 3 or 4 jobs into this podcast. It's like,
let's see. When we started this podcast, I was at Burger King. I left Burger King. I went back to Burger King.
We've come to the same party for 25 years, and that is not sad in any way.
Not sad in any way. Yeah. All right, go to bed, everybody. Unless you're driving to work, don't go to bed. Stay awake, please. Safety first, then teamwork. Bye.
God, this is dumb.
Yeah, I know. 100% now. I'm going to bed.
I'm hanging up on you.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Just dictionary. Why is negativity always drawn out? Pictionary, visualize love, energize lives together. We undefeated. A plan to make where there's no gloves needed. When we weed into the mindset of achieving and believing in a community that remains happy. Ever after, the world should be one. Hate annihilated, every heart is one. Love again. So.